welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be trying out the new NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. It's supposed to be 24-hour wear, matte, full coverage, totally my speed. We're going to be doing a try-on, wear test, seeing if we like it, and yeah, that's really all I have to say. So without further ado, if you want to see my thoughts on this foundation, see how it applies, see how it wears, all that good stuff, then keep on watching. So here is the shade that I got. My friend Honey actually picked this up for me at Ulta, and like the selection was completely picked through. So this was the closest shade she could find for me, and this is in the shade Natural. So I'm hoping that this works. If not, like, we're testing the formula more so than the color, so it's fine. So it comes in a glass bottle. There is 1 fluid ounce. Just standard. I'm just going to pump some out on my tray. Ooh. It is a thick formula. It's not runny, like, at all. A good amount comes out in 1 pump, which is nice. I'm going to be using this sponge, which is the Sonia Kashuk Beauty Sponge. Look how big it is. It's like so big. I like it. It has like a, this side is like flatter than like a beauty blender. It's not rounded. But then it has the regular pointy tip, but it's just so big. I love it, and it's squishy. I don't know, I'm super into it right now. Okay, so now when I swatched this on my hand, I noticed that it looked, well, the foundation dried down like dry, like it looked dry. So I'm not gonna cut it with oil or anything, but if it does turn out to be dry, like that's what I would do to wear it. But I did put a lot of moisturizer and oil on my skin, and the primers I used were super hydrating. I used the L'Oreal Infallible Glow Primer, the Glow Serum underneath it, and the Tatcha Luminous Silk. So let's get into it. So I got some product. Ooh, that color is actually pretty close. Honey, you did good. I obviously haven't been tanning myself because I can't freaking bend over. But I guess that worked out because this color matches me really well. Okay, so that's one side of the face. I didn't read the claims, so I want to look this up online. Okay, so I'm on the NYX website, and here is the description. It's lightweight, waterproof, and pigmented AF. That's what it says. Our new Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation hustles as hard as you do. This comfy liquid formula comes in 45 flattering tones that don't transfer. Every creamy shade glides on smooth, delivering matte coverage and stays true for up to 24 hours. It works to control shine and mattify all day long, and it's suitable for normal, oily, combination, and sensitive skin. So those are some pretty big claims. It's 24 hours, it's good for any skin type, and it's a matte full coverage, which you guys know is my thing. So, okay, now that this foundation has been on for a few minutes while I read that description, ooh, I have to say, it looks really good. Okay, good coverage. It, got a little bit of bunching here. I think it's more because I'm dry. Okay, so it didn't say that it's good for dry skin. It said normal, oily combo, and sensitive. So it's probably not the best if you have super dry skin, because my skin my skin's kind of dry right now because of my injury. I wasn't like heavy on my skincare routine like normal. Like I just wasn't doing every step I usually do. So yeah, I mean, it's clinging to a little bit of the dryness that I have, but my skin is usually pretty normal, so I think that this foundation will be fine. It looks a little patchy right here, but I was pretty heavy-handed with the Tatcha today, and if you put too much of that silk canvas on, that can happen with foundations, so I don't want to be too hard on it. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the other side and see how it looks, and I actually might do a second layer. Okay, so now it's on my entire face, and I will say it didn't do that little bunching thing on this side as it did on this side. So I think I didn't blend it out good enough on this side before it dried down. And that might be why, but this side looks beautiful. So it's not gathering around my nose, it's not patchy or anything like that. So let's just ignore the this, because I don't think it has anything to do with the foundation at all. But I am going to put a little bit more over top that little spot just to see how it layers. I'm just curious. No, it's like separating over here. What the fuck? No, it looks like crap on this side, you guys. I think I just made it worse. Like, this side looks great, and there is no need to do a second layer. I only did it just to kind of fill in some of that little gap, like I had redness peeking through. I wouldn't layer this foundation. It doesn't look horrendous, but I think it looks a tiny bit cakey. Like, this looks way more natural than this. It's just my first impression. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to put on the rest of my makeup, and then I will be back and show you guys what it looks like. And then we're going to try to do a wear test, but you know who comes home today, so we'll see if I can get a wear test. If not, I will check in with you tomorrow and let you know how it goes. Okay, you guys, so I am back. Makeup is on, and for the foundation, I think it looks nice. I think it played really well with my products. I'm still having that little cake issue, but I really don't think that that's a good way to judge it, because I just think that the foundation dries down quick, and if you don't really get a good blend, that might happen, because this side it didn't. I will say that if you're dry, I think you should just stay away, because I do see a little bit of my dryness in the areas where I usually have it. And the coverage looks great, but I will say also that it looks like I have full beat. Like, it looks like I have foundation on my face. Not cake per se, but it looks like I have foundation on. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I just know that there are a lot of full coverage matte foundations that have a more skin-like finish than this one. That said, I don't want to judge the foundation today. I want to see how it wears, so I'm going to kind of pay attention to that today. But I also want to try to reapply and see if this happens again, so that I can kind of give a more well-rounded opinion on the foundation. So I will check in with you either later today or tomorrow, or both, to kind of give you an update of how things are going and how I'm feeling and all that good stuff. So I'll see you later. Okay guys, so it has been a few days since you saw me last trying on this foundation. I went through quite a bit of trial with this foundation to come to my decision that I don't like it. And I'm going to tell you why. So the first day I applied it with you guys, and I just applied the foundation as is. And I saw cakiness, I saw it cling to dry patches, it caked around my nose on this side. And I didn't know if it was because I didn't blend it out fast enough or what it was. Second day, I applied it again. Yeah, it wasn't great. It goes on, when it initially goes on, it looks good, but it was looking a little cakey. Third day, I applied this Rosé All Day Oil-Free Serum to the foundation and applied it to my face. Didn't change a thing. Still Didn't like it. It was clinging to my dry patches. I almost felt like it was making my skin dry. Because then I started like flaking up here, and I was like, I'm not really that dry right now. I don't understand. So the next day after that, I actually applied oil to the foundation, and I just used a little bit more to get, because oil will cut the foundation, and I didn't want to thin out the coverage, so I put oil in it to sort of make it a little more moisturizing. I put it on. It didn't do anything. It wasn't better. Today, I actually added L'Oreal Pro Glow. Now, if you watch my foundation reviews, you know that L'Oreal Pro Glow is something that I like to add to just about every single one of my foundations because I love a matte coverage, but I don't like a chalky look. So I add the Pro Glow, and it just gives me a more skin-like finish. I do that with the Urban Decay All Nighter. I do it with all my foundations. I did that today for the first time, and I have to tell you, this is the best the foundation has looked. It looks seamlessly, flawlessly blended out right now. I have a tiny bit that didn't blend out that good around this side of my nose, but the rest of my face looks great. It doesn't look like it's clinging to any dry patches. My skin looks, like skin. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look like I have heavy foundation, like any more than normal. It actually looks beautiful right now. So yeah, and that was with the Pro Glow added to it. In terms of wear, this is supposed to be a 24-hour foundation, and I found every single day after wearing it for 12 hours, I was completely split and broken up right here. Now, I'm not super oily, so yeah, like all this, it was like just like separated. It looked like shit when I tell you. So I was kind of like, all right, well, it's not blending out and it doesn't have staying power on my skin. So my thought is this: if you have even the most remotely dry skin, you need to avoid this foundation. I do like it right now on my face. If this is how it applied like every single time, I would be like in love with this foundation. I would think that it was amazing. I am interested to see what's going to happen by the end of today if mixing the Pro Glow does anything to the wear, but like honestly, I know not everybody likes Pro Glow. Not everybody wants to mix their foundations and have to go through all that. So like if you're somebody who just wants to grab a good foundation and put it on and you have oily skin, then you should check this foundation out because I think it will really do a good job at absorbing oil. But if you have normal to dry, do not use this foundation because I swear it's making my skin dry. But if you like to mix and you happen to have Pro Glow, then you might like it. But like, do you want to run out and spend the money on a foundation that you might like? I don't know. For me, I would not. There are just better foundations at the drugstore. There's the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made. There's Maybelline 24-Hour Superstay. Like, those are really good foundations. The Revlon Insta Ready Photo Focus. I think that's what it's called. Insta Filter. And then Wet n Wild Photo Focus. Like, that one's really good too. This one, and it doesn't mean that the foundation isn't good. It's just not good for my skin type. It's not. I think this is a foundation that will be really good for oily skin. If you have oil and you like full coverage, I think that you will like this. But that, I have to say, like, I'm not hating it right now. I'm really not. So, like, if I ever wear this again, it has to be mixed with Pro Glow is the bottom line for me personally. I hope that helped. I hope that this review was helpful for you. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on social. I'm at GLAM LATTE. And don't forget to head over to the GLAM LATTE Beauty Podcast. Subscribe, download, leave us a review, give us some stars, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!